Good morning, everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. Well, what you're looking at now is a live feed from one of our webcams. This is actually the Saltwater Gospel Cam, and you can see this camera anytime. Just go to our website, BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com, and look under webcams. And we've got several cams on the beachfront. We've got one down in Gilcrest. We have this one. We've got the Sunrise and Blue Water. Sunrise is down right now, and the Crystal Beach surf cam's down. In fact, this morning earlier after we finished our other feed, we looked at cameras. We're going to have to order some and get some in. I think some of the power surges finally fried them. But I want to look at right now, as of last check, and as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to go get some breakfast. We've been going since about 2:30 this morning, checking the surf, checking models and stuff. We're going to go over what's happening now, where Hurricane Francine is, and it's still strengthening a little bit. And so this is the radar of it and you can see the Galveston Bay area up there, probably about 11 o'clock, from Tropical Tidbits. And this is one of the websites I use. Awesome website, information you can get. You can go in and see this same thing. And so, I'm not a meteorologist, and so always refer back to the National Hurricane Center, and we're going to show their 7 a.m. update here in a little bit. But I just wanted to show you how big it was. And we're lucky we're right on the edge over there as far as what's going on. Right now, it's southeast of us. And so let's look at the radar, and this is the Lake Charles radar. This is radar scope, something we pay for. And you can see the eye down towards the bottom and see where we're at there and see where the rain is. Even up into Lufkin and that, it's throwing off a finger up that direction. And so, Louisiana, we need to say our prayers for our friends over in Louisiana because they've got a long road ahead. In fact, the way this is going, it looks like New Orleans will probably be on the bad side of it, right on the edge of the eye right there. And so and New Iberia, Franklin, Homa, all that in there, Point Lafourche, all that in there is going to, take the brunt of the storm. And so let's say keep all our Louisiana friends to the east in our prayers. But let's look at the Hurricane Center. This is the 7 a.m. update. Reading through a bunch of the news sources and meteorologists, some of the storm chasers, they seem to think this is still going to grow and become a Category 2 before landfall. And we've got about 12 hours before it makes landfall. We're going to do this feed and then get out a little bit and try and make a around 11 o'clock feed. And then we're going to go home and rest a little bit and come back out and do another feed this afternoon, letting you know what's going on. Right now, Highway 87 at last check, and just looking at how the tide's going, Highway 87, when we went down it this morning about 3 o'clock, it had a little bit of debris in a couple areas where, the tide had come up, or maybe a big wave or a storm came through and threw a little bit of gravel up on the lanes heading towards High Island. The lanes on the other side heading back towards Crystal Beach, there was one or two spots that you had to watch. One area up between the Blue House and High Island, there was some water ponding, probably from some rain that we had. And so watch that if you're going along there. But there was no water going over the road. It looked good. TxDOT is here, and so that area may be cleaned up already. I imagine that they're going to get out this morning and get rid of anything that's there. High tide, if I'm not mistaken, is around 7:30, between 7:30 and 8:30, if I'm figuring right. And so you can see from the webcam what the beachfront looks like. A little wash going up to the dunes, but not waves breaking on them. And so I don't think we're going to see uh, the dunes damaged as much as were during Burl. And so, but like I said, this storm's still we'll have an outgoing tide, I think, all day today. And so wind should be switching around. I forgot to check it before I came on to see what it was like. But there you can see, this is from the Saltwater Gospel cam. It's a great cam. You can see the rig off in the distance. We haven't had really that much rain. And so, that's good because we've had a whole lot of rain down here. And I was glad that the lawn guys were able to get the yard mowed before it started yesterday. They came out, I think, Saturday or Sunday and mowed the yard. And so Gabby was fixing to have to get a machete to get through the yard so she could go outside and do her business. But we're going to keep you connected. We've been in contact, starting Saturday with Energy. We were in contact Saturday with TxDOT, and both of them responded. TxDOT has equipment and a couple guys that will be on Bolivar through today. And then Energy was already making plans, but I think they're going to have their hands full over in Louisiana. Luckily, it didn't get any closer because we need to keep our dunes. We lost them during Burl, and I was really worried about the dunes and Highway 87. Judge Mark Henry did call for a voluntary evacuation yesterday. And I was talking about it this weekend. Anytime we have an event that's going to come close, if you have medical conditions where you may need to see a doctor or be taken to the emergency room, you need power for your medical equipment, oxygen. I know there's some people on oxygen down here and they have to have power. Anytime we have something like this get this close, it's always good to leave. Go see some friends, get out where you have easy access to the emergency people you need, because during Burl, the ferry was shut down and 87 was shut down for some time. And so, you can't get people off here. And so always heed the weather, and you can't fight with Mother Nature. Take a trip, go see some friends, get out. But that way, for the safety of you, like I said, they called for it yesterday at about 9 o'clock through, I think, 8 o'clock today. And I think we're going to be okay here. The wind should switch around if it hasn't already. Stingray said they were going to be closed today for the safety of their employees. And so we'll have to see. They might try and sneak back in. And so you might call them this evening to see if they decided to open. And then everyone else, the big store is open. So if you need anything down here, Jose's is typically closed on Wednesdays. And so they'll be closed today, but you can always pick up supplies at the big store. Last time I checked, there was plenty of gas at the big store. Want to thank all their crew for everything they do down here and taking care of us. Let's go through real quick. This is one of the radars on tropicaltidbits.com. Thank you guys for the awesome work you do and keeping everything updated. This is the radar scope. This is from Lake Charles. I have it on. And so there you can see the eye down there and see the direction everything's going. Looking pretty good over towards us as far as rain. And the National Hurricane Center 7 a.m. update for Francine. There you can see where it is, sort of southeast of us and moving up, going to make landfall probably around 7 o'clock tonight, maybe a little bit later, and it could be a Cat 2. Right now it's a Cat 1 unless they've upgraded it and I didn't hear it. but it did strengthen overnight. So the biggest thing is we've got passage on Highway 87. I know that's what everyone worries about, and we're in good. Remember, you can see what the bay looks like, the beachfront, on our website at BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com. You can also watch our live feeds on all the social media channels, and I might actually have it on in my office right now on Bolivar Live TV on Roku and Amazon Fire. Or if you're at home, you can always share your phone to your TV and watch it on the big screen. So, want to thank the Big Store for everything they do and sponsoring this Bolivar Live feed. Thanks to Keith, Charlene, and the Checkers, the Stalkers, the Hardware, everyone up at the Big Store. So, we're going to head on out. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back around 11 or 12 with an update on Bolivar Peninsula and Francine. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.